My name's Scott and welcome back to the channel. I have an update on the propane tank and the propane heater that I installed in my barn in October. You can see the picture here. I bought a tank from Menards. It took about a week to get here. Once it came in, they were able to load it in the back of my truck with a forklift, and I was fortunate to have a neighbor with a tractor and a forklift that got it out of my truck and was able to put it in the back of my barn. And here it is in the back of my barn. Um, the tank, there's nothing wrong with it, but there are a few things that you should probably know, and that is it is a 120-gallon tank, but they're only going to fill it to 100 gallons. Because of expansion, that's as far as they'll go. So you have 100 gallons of propane. The other thing is you have to leave 20 gallons in the tank. If you run the tank dry, it'll have to be inspected. And you can see here that the propane company came out and hooked everything up for me, and that was really nice. I didn't have to do anything but leave the black uh, propane pipe coming out of the barn, and they did the rest with all the other fittings. So that was nice.
I can hear some people saying, oh, he should have bought a bigger tank. But this 420-pound tank or a 120-gallon tank is the biggest tank that you can buy and put next to your building. Anything larger, there are certain rules and regulations that has to be so many feet away from my barn, and that just wasn't an option. This was it. This goes behind my barn. It's well hidden. And I'm not saying a second tank uh, like this isn't maybe in my future. It's possible, but this is kind of a pilot project. So we're going to see how this works out this winter. Maybe this tank is the perfect tank to get me through December, January, February. I don't know. We'll see. So this is my 50,000 BTU heater that is not 100% efficient. It is only 80. So that's going to change the game a little bit. Based on 100% efficiency, it would use a half a gallon of propane per hour. But at 80%, it's going to use 0.68. And if we round up just a little bit to be on the safe side, let's say it uses 0.75, 3/4 of a gallon of propane per hour. That changes things for me. I mean, it gives me less runtime. So based on the 80 gallons of propane that I have available, and now that I have an 80% efficient furnace, um, I'm going to have approximately 115 to 117 hours of heat instead of the original 200 hours I thought I was going to have. So I'm losing over 80 hours of heat that I originally thought I had. And my calculations, again, were all based on the internet, putting in the propane, putting in the BTUs, and it's spitting out the 200 hours of continuous heat that I thought I was going to have. And a lot of that is just not knowing. I'm not a heating and air guy. I'm not a propane guy. This is all new to me. So I was learning and learning as I go. And so with my calculations now, it would appear I'm going to have 115 to 117 hours of heat, which is, again, really different than the 200 hours that I originally thought that I was going to have. So it's not all doom and gloom. Yeah, my figures were off some, and I have less propane or less heat than what I thought I was going to have, but I'd still do it all again. I would still buy my tank from Menards. I would still buy the heater that I purchased, and installation wasn't bad at all. I had a buddy help, and we got it up there. Uh, it was uneventful. We didn't have any problems. Um, So I'm not unhappy, and I would do it all over again. But I now have better statistics.